Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Zelos Blacktip 200 meter diver with the crimson red dial. The price for this watch is $499. They're currently out of stock. I don't know if they're going to re-release this as a version 2, but talking about this watch today. Dropping Petoskey stones off my little tray there. Anyway, this watch has a flat sapphire crystal. It has a ceramic bezel insert. I think one of the complaints about this watch is it's not so easy to read the insert. I kind of like the way it looks. I really don't use the bezel insert for anything other than a fidget spinner. I like the way the dive watches look, so I almost always buy a dive watch. I really enjoy the dial color on this, and then also the sunburst fume dial. And then these are applied indices. The date window is nicely boxed in there. I prefer a watch without date, but if it does have a date, I like it at the 6 o'clock position the best. Kind of maintains the symmetry of the dial here. Yeah, I really like this watch. Very nice looking watch. Reminds me a lot of the Seiko 62 Moss. Actually, Seiko 62 Moss, and then the Sarb 033 with the way this case is relief cut here. Looks very similar to the Sarb 033. So the watch is mostly brushed, just a little bit of polishing on that. I don't know if you call it a chamfered edge, but we'll call it a chamfered edge right there. And then on the corners of the bracelet, and also the corners of the clasp here. Clasp feels very nice and smooth. It is a milled clasp. It does have the tool-less micro adjust, and also is quick release here to the case. Now I can feel these little pins on wrist. Sometimes they're a little bit long and then they kind of angle back down due to the case shape, and then also the shape of the end link there. So see information on the case back. Let's see if we can read it. So 200 meter, 60 out of 150 with this color dial. Zelos Blacktip. Then it's just a Miyota 9015, and then automatic. So 316L stainless steel, again the Miyota 9015, and that gets you 8 beats per second, hand winding, hacking. So hand winding, if you don't know, you unscrew the crown. It does have a screw down crown. Unscrew the crown, and the first position is hand winding, so you can increase the power reserve. Then next position out will be date change, but I won't do it because we're in 10:10 position, or 10 o'clock. In between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock is the danger zone. And pulling the handset all the way out is hacking, which means the second hand will stop. So let's push that all the way back in, screw the crown back down. And this is a signed loom crown. We'll check out the loom towards the end of the video. The Z lines up pretty good actually. I don't think they intend or try to line that up in a vertical orientation. Just kind of luck of the draw based on how the crown stem and the crown is threaded. As you can see here, we do have drilled lugs with the quick release bracelet here, so that'll ease in bracelet changes or strap changes for bracelets and straps that don't have a quick release pin. All right, let's talk about the dimensions of the watch. Lug to lug, looking at 47.3. Case diameter on the website is 41. I was getting about 40.5 to 40.7. It's not exactly easy to measure the diameter sometimes. And then the bezel, very easy to measure that. 41.7 millimeter diameter on the bezel insert, so it does overhang the case. Really nice and easy to grab this bezel. Nice positive clicks. Nice smooth bezel action. So no complaints there. And it looks like it lines up pretty well. Better than your average Seiko. The thickness on this, nice and thin for a diver, 12.3 millimeter, and then 20 millimeter lug width. And this bracelet does taper down to 18. I'd like to see 20 to 16. Personal preference there. And then the crown is a 6 millimeter crown. And size for my 6.5 inch wrist, this watch weighs in at 152 grams. So let's get this on wrist and see how it looks on my 6.5 inch wrist. I really appreciate the tool-less micro adjustment here. Just a little bit tight on my wrist so I can loosen it up. Pull this lever. Let's see if I can show this on camera. Pull this lever that way, and then you can pull the bracelet out. And you can push it in without having to pull the lever right there. So very nice and handy system there. So here it is on my 6.5 inch wrist. Let me know what you think of this watch. I don't know what it is, but I think the lug's maybe a little bit long, or maybe it's just the case shape with the bracelet. When the space between the lugs like this is more straight, I don't tend to like it as much on a bracelet. If it's going to have a bracelet, I would like for the case to be rounded like this versus that straight across shape there. Hopefully you can see what I'm trying to say there. Watch like that, I prefer to see it on a strap. Okay, let's zoom out, see how it looks from a little bit different perspective here. Who knows what we'll catch in the background. Yep, always got some kind of mess going on the recording desk here. And also my watch workbench. So there we go. Actually, let's look at it side by side with my SKX. We'll zoom back in, and then we'll check out the lume on these two watches here. Being a Zelos, I'm sure the lume will be very nice. So there we go. Take a look at the thickness. So the Zelos is about a mil and a half thinner than the SKX here. So let me know what you think of the Zelos Blacktip. I really like this fume dial with the red sunburst. It looks very nice. Actually, I don't think I talked about the script here, the Blacktip script, kind of in cursive. Dial looks very nice and clean. Overall, very well done. Okay, let's take a look at the lume. And I am feeling these pins on my hand, or my finger here, displaying the watch. Let's try it on wrist one more time. I can feel it sometimes on my wrist. Yeah, I can feel it just a little bit, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. All right, let's take a look at the lume. So we do have some nice multicolored lume on the Zelos Blacktip here. Probably a combination of C3 and BGW9 to get the green and blue color here. I would say the lume is brighter on the Zelos than the SKX, even considering, I guess the indices are about the same size, just rectangular shape versus a circular shape. Yeah, definitely good lume on the Zelos Blacktip here, as you would expect from Zelos. Before we close out the video, if you could hit the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it, and like the video. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think of this watch. And as always, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.